Hi, what you're about to see is a building from around 700 BC, recreated in a software called Unreal Engine 5. This software is used behind the scenes in massive games like Fortnite and Cyberpunk 2077, as well as in movies including the latest Star Wars, Planet of the Apes, and Batman. The goal of this project is not necessarily to entertain millions of people, but to demonstrate the realism, immersion, and educational value possible when paired with archaeology. This is ancient Eleon, and is one of many active excavation sites in mainland Greece. It is a megaron structure, which is a Mycenaean-era palace, contemporary, though a smaller scale version of those palaces mentioned in Homer's Iliad and Odyssey. My professor, Dr. Trevor Van Dam, is one of the primary researchers involved in the excavation. In his Greek and Roman Studies 101 class, we were given the chance to make a creative project that would bring to life some aspect of ancient Greece. The process began with building a bit of the terrain around the building. This was followed by reconstructing the building's foundations based on Dr. Van Dam's academic paper. We then discussed at length the types of materials that would have been used in the walls, floors, beams, windows, ventilation, and other elements. Using Dr. Van Dam's knowledge and a number of academic papers, we came as close as we could to a realistic portrayal of the ancient building and its contents. This process brought up interesting questions about some of the cultural practices of the inhabitants. This included washing, labor or workspaces, displaying one's possessions, and entertaining one's guests. As well, the process illustrated important architectural considerations and innovations, including the use of a light shaft, strategic window placement, ventilation, and accessibility. It was interesting to be thinking about these things, just as the original architect from over 2,700 years ago would have had to. There are a few elements that required archaeology, including imagining what the roof might have been used for, perhaps drying fruit, collecting rainwater, and for taking in the surroundings. What was particularly exciting for me about this project was incorporating actual 3D scans from the excavation site itself. Building a weaving loom using the weights found at Eleon gave me the sense that I was reviving and connecting to these ancient people. And of course, a game engine would be nothing without weapons, so getting to manipulate the scans of ancient bronze blades, reforging them into tools, was very exciting. Thank you very much for taking an interest in this project. I hope it convinces you that game development is a friend of creativity, learning, and sharing.